That phrase was why God wanted to bless Israel. And Israel understood that God was going to put his favor on them. But then they started to take it for granted. And eventually they started to expect God's favor, and they took it for granted to the point that he sent foreign armies in there to destroy his people and to take them away into captivity because they had been keeping the blessing for themselves and holding on to it. And they forgot why he was showering his favor on them in the first place. So I want you to do me a favor for just a second. Humor me, will you? Look over at the person next to you and just look them in the face and tell them, you're pretty awesome. Go ahead. Okay, now that exact same person, look them in the face and tell them, but I'm more awesome. Because here's what happened in ancient Israel, and if you're not careful, this is going to happen to you too. Israel started to see the blessing of God. They started to experience the favor of God. They started to expect the favor of God, and they thought God blessed them because they're so awesome. And they forgot the reason why God was blessing them is so that they could turn around and make a huge impact on their neighbors. And the word nation that you just read in the Bible, that word refers to the pagan neighbors of Israel. It refers to those guys or gals on the border of Israel that worshiped foreign gods and that made Israel's life miserable. And what the psalmist, we don't even know this guy's name, but what he was saying to Israel is, do you know why God was so good to you in the first place? So that you would turn around and you would bless other people with it. And the neighbors to your north that don't know about the God of Israel, they would find out about him because of you. And I'm afraid that my prayers, although they were really sincere when I was a sergeant in the Army, they also sounded pretty selfish. Like, God, I need you to do this for me, and God, I want this from you, and here's my shopping list. God, take out a pen because this is going to take a few minutes. I need you to write a few things down. And I started asking God for his favor and his blessing. Please don't hear me wrong. There's nothing wrong with asking God for his favor. But if you hold on to it for yourself and you become selfish with it, that favor can become very dangerous.
Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.